The Great White Way has produced many a wonderful story over the years, whether it be in the form of a musical or a play, and many have been adapted for film. Here are some stories that went from Broadway to the big screen. West Side Story. This is a modernized telling of Romeo and Juliet, and is set in the mid-1950s Upper West Side of New York City. With music by Leonard Bernstein and lyrics by Stephen Sondheim, the original production premiered in 1957, and a film adaptation was released in 1961. The film adaptation still holds the record for the most Oscars won by a musical, and a remake is set to be released in 2021, starring Ansel Elgort and directed by Steven Spielberg. My Fair Lady. Starring Julie Andrews in the original 1956 Broadway production, this musical is based on George Bernard Shaw's play Pygmalion. A film adaptation was released in 1964 starring Audrey Hepburn and Rex Harrison. Though Andrews was considered for the role in the film, she was thought not to have had enough experience on the screen to play it. She proved otherwise by winning an Oscar playing Mary Poppins instead. The Sound of Music. This beloved musical tells the story of the Von Trapp family in Austria during the Third Reich, a Rodgers and Hammerstein classic. The Broadway production started up in 1959 with Mary Martin in the starring role. In 1965, the world fell in love with Julie Andrews and Christopher Plummer in the film adaptation. Fiddler on the Roof. This classic musical tells the story of Tevi, a Russian Jew who tries to maintain religious and cultural traditions while struggling with outside influences. The show opened on Broadway in 1964 and was an instant success, winning 9 Tony Awards, and led to a film in 1971 that was equally as successful and loved. Grease. Everyone knows Sandy is the one for Danny. But did you know this was a 1971 Broadway show before being a popular film musical in 1978? John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John starred in the now cult classic musical. Hairspray. Based on the 1988 movie, the Broadway production opened first in Seattle in 2002 and was brought to New York City in 2003 and won 8 Tony Awards. The beat didn't stop with the Broadway show, and in 2007, Zac Efron and Queen Latifah starred in the movie adaptation.